away, 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 away.
Welcome to the African Sports Report show. This is episode number 2. Today we're going to delve into some football talk, most especially Sierra Leone football talk. I have on the line from Sierra Leone, Mr. Mukhtar, and from Europe, to be specific, in Holland, Belgium, Mr. Atumensa and Mr. Popaka. I guess the names do ring a bell to a lot of you out there who are listening. You all know who Mr. Atumensa is, a legend, Sierra Leone football legend, played for the Eastern Lions. I mean, it's basically a household name, and also played for the Leone Stars. And then, of course, we have Mr. Popaka, who at some point in time played for Cambo Eagles and then Leone Stars as well. Very well versed in football and knows a lot about the international game and the international sports. Very well versed with the international sports scene. Mr. Mukhtar Koroma, who's a practicing sports journalist and works for AI Radio as a producer and reporter. He's calling in from Freetown. This is today's show. Basically, we want to touch on a few things. First of all, we want to talk about Leone Stars' chances at the current Africa Cup of Nations. The qualifiers, which will be this weekend, to be particular on Sunday. Leone Stars will be playing the Warriors of Ethiopia. And this is the second match in their group. In the first match, they won against Kenya, and now the Harambee Stars of Kenya. Now they'll be playing Ethiopia. Their third match obviously will be a tough one, a tough out, which will be against Ghana. And then they'll do another round of matches against their opponents again. The current game in Ethiopia is an away game, and this is in the wake of a new administration. So what I want to do is, first of all, I know there's a lot to talk about, especially when it comes to Sierra Leone football. There's a lot to talk about, especially when it comes to sports in general, because there's so much going on. There's currently the U.S. Open going on in tennis. There's also American football starting over here. We had the issue with the Colin Kaepernick protest, which has been recognized by, I say recognized because basically we had Nike pitch in with giving Kaepernick the recognition of him being the face of the Just Do It campaign after much issue of Kaepernick being maligned about his actions as against the American society, the American public in general. But I don't want to dwell too much on that because, like I said, we want to talk about football in Africa and football in Sierra Leone. What I want to do is I want to give our guests a chance to, I guess, I wouldn't say introduce themselves because I guess I've done that, but so I'll give them a chance at asking a basic question. What do you think about sports or football in Sierra Leone? And then we'll look at the situation with the Leone Stars. We'll talk about Leone Stars and how are they going to fare on. And then we'll probably look at some of the group matches that are on this weekend. And then we can round up with some in-depth discussion about the way forward for Sierra Leone football. So let me start with the most senior man here, our legend, Mr. Atumensa. Mr. Atumensa, what do you think about sports, in particular football, which is your passion, which is your life in Sierra Leone right now?
Well, first of all, I would like to say thank you for having me. I very well appreciate inviting me to be part of this program. Well, I would just say, football, as you all know, it's number one sport in the whole world. Everybody. I mean, I wouldn't say everybody, but 99.9% of the population in the whole world love football. Even if they don't love it, there is attention when there is a football, especially if a nation is playing the game. If even the lane man or the lane person, will sort of have a big attention. So it's something that it's when it happens, it draws a lot of attention, and we being part of, let me say, playing part of the game. Bringing it to the people. I think it's nice always when it comes up. That we can be able to sort of give a little bit idea of the game. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think about the current? Now let's not go into what do you think. What do you make of football right now in Sierra Leone? Just a brief take. What do you think about football in Sierra Leone or sports in Sierra Leone right now?
If you ask me personally, I would say it's sad the way it's going. Because I left football at a very high level in the country. And when I left, the next couple of years that followed, football was doing well in the country. But the last few years, because of some total data, football is it's gone down, as I would say. Because I don't think there's football playing.
Right.
So So
okay.
If you ask me, no, I don't think it's.
It's in a good place.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Thank you. My next guest there will be Paul Parker. Paul, you're very well versed with football, sports in general around the world. You're very avid watcher of European football, and I know your knowledge level, and I respect it very highly. What do you make of Sierra Leone football right now?
Well, Leslie, thanks for having me. This is a very rewarding panel, and I'm glad to be sharing this panel with the great Ato Mensah and our journalist friend from Freetown. Football in Sierra Leone is nothing home to write about. As the previous speaker just said before me, the state of football in our country is deplorable, to say the least. It's been marred by so many infighting. There's no functional league in the country, so everything is just in a state of I don't know how to say it. If I could find a way to say it, but the fact remains. It's been close to 5 years now. There has been this impasse, if I could say, wherein for one reason or the other, we just can't seem to get our acts right. Now, there's a lot of blame to go around. Of course, we could start from what happened, or we could start pointing fingers and stuff like that, but I don't think that will help anybody. And so the whole approach has been appeasement, the leadership has been deplorable, and all that kind of thing. So, it's a shame, though, because there's so much talent being wasted for the past 4 or 5 years. And we can't really get our act together. We cannot even put a plan together to organize our leagues and get the boys playing and try to nurture the next talent and bring Sierra Leone on a very high international level.
Right.
So as a matter of fact, we are just playing catch up all the time, which brings me to what the game this weekend, on against Ethiopia in Ethiopia. We all know when Leon Stars play, the whole nation follows the team. Because football is literally our national sport. Everybody lives and breathes football in Sierra Leone. But again, I go back to what I always say in other discussions I've had. We cannot always rely on Leonsters to do the job. We cannot fatten our pig on the marketing day. What I mean by this, for us to get to the level where some of us want our country to be, we have to be prepared. And preparation doesn't come on the day of the match or the week before the match. It comes from what we do. What we do, what kind of structure do we have in place, who is leading the football, what is the vision, what do they have in place, what's the plan for the next 5 years, how can we spot the next big talents. So it has to be a process, and And this process sadly has been missing in Sierra Leone football for a very, very long time. It has come to a debilitating form the last few years, but it has always been there. So, to just put a final touch on it, I think the problem we lack in Sierra Leone football is basic leadership. There's no one in the administration, there's no one out there, probably by default or by creation, who has a pride or something like overarching pride for Sierra Leone to put the country on the pedestal. Someone who thinks about the country, not about an individual, not about my position, or what am I going to benefit from CAF or FIFA, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Because that is what has held our country back. So, I know the other speakers are waiting to chime in, but that's basically what has been missing in our game. And I hope we could find a way out, because it seems we hit a deadlock, and everything just seems to be in flux at the moment.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Paul. Mukhtar, you're on the ground in Freetown, and you basically follow a lot of what goes on locally, whether it's the local leagues or I know definitely we all know. Me and Atul, we talk every now and again. Me and Paul, we talk every now and again. The thing is that we all know, yes, football has been dead in Sierra Leone for the last 5 years. That's for sure. We're not going to sugarcoat that. We're not going to try to shy away from that. We're just going to call a spade, period. So for you, regardless of whatever the impasse is with football in Sierra Leone, with SLA for sure. What is the state of football as you see it, when you cover sports, especially the leagues that are ongoing, the junior leagues, the parade grounds league and things like that? What do you think about football as it is right now?
Good evening.
Yes.
I want to send my greeting, my salutation to Big Brother Paul Parker. I'm happy to share a forum with you again once more. Let me inform you that both of us share the same forum, Saturday Salon Players Watch. We are in that same forum. I want to send my greeting to you, Big Brother Paul Parker. And then to our legend, Antonessa, I give you my greeting and I doff my hat to you. Football for the last 5 years has been in a very terrible state in our country. There is nothing good to write home about. There is no effective league. The foundation are not there. Now the problem to our football starts in 2013 under the then previous government of APC. Paul Kamara as the minister, Aisha, supported Aisha, presented Aisha as the daughter of APC against the other candidates of Rodney Michael and Mohamed Kalon. A normalization committee was set up. The normalization committee was full of Mamadi Robert Kamara, a popular media person, who was head of the media. We are chairing that normalization committee to conduct election. FIFA set up that committee. The election was not conducted properly. People were banned, people were disqualified, and Aisha went unopposed. Aisha went unopposed. Stakeholders who hold the game, majority of them hold club, majority of them owns the player. They did not attend the elections. Mm-hmm. And Aisha was pronounced the winner by Kwesina Tite, the former president of the Ghana Football Association. Aisha took up office. People were expecting her as a woman to send an olive branch to the opposition. She refused, having her own way of doing things, marginalize people, call stakeholders short of game, call them gambler, call them match fixer. The stakeholders in a meeting reached to a conclusion that they are not going to participate in anything that Aisha has organized. 4 years around, 2 years, in Madam Aisha Yohansitam, Ebola came. No football game. The league was not running. Nothing was going on. 3rd year came. Aisha tried to organize Premier League. No league was played. Stakeholders